Sri Lanka Cricket announced on several occasions that telecasting rights for international and domestic cricket tournaments conducted by Sri Lanka Cricket have been awarded to the Carlton Sports Network for a period of 3 years. Challenging the bidding process that resulted in the rights being awarded to CSN, MTV Channel Private Limited in a letter dated 22nd May 2012 informed the SLC chairman that necessary arrangements should be made to keep MTV Channel Private Limited informed officially on the procedures to be followed and the time period in order to offer its proposals to SLC. This is the letter issued in response by the Chief Executive Officer of Sri Lanka Cricket, Ajit Jayasekara, on the 7th of June 2012. The letter states that the rights have already been awarded following newspaper advertisements calling for bids. Sports analysts state that the size and placement of the advertisements published in the newspapers on the 5th and 12th of February did not do any justice to the importance of the revenue sought from the sale of TV telecast rights. In contrast to these newspaper advertisements, here is how full-page advertisements were placed in 3 national newspapers calling for sponsors for the Sri Lanka Premier League.
ක්‍රිකට් විකාශන අයිතිය කියන්නේ ඉතා ඉහළ වාණිජ වටිනාකමින් යුක්ත වෙළඳ භාණ්ඩයක්. ඒ සඳහා මිල ගණන් කැඳවීමේදී ඒ වටිනාකමට සරිලන ලෙස ප්‍රමුඛතාවයක් වැදගත්කමක් දෙන්න ඕනේ. දැන් බලන්න SLPL තරඟාවලිය.
The broadcasting rights of cricket matches is a commercial product that has a high commercial value. Therefore, great importance should be given to the bidding process. For instance, when sponsorships were called for the SLPL, it was published on an entire page of 3 national newspapers. When we take a look at the notice published calling for local sponsorship, there is only a few. Also, it's stated as a sponsorship and does not look like a tender. A certain notice was published in the employment section. Also, a time frame for submitting bids was not mentioned. Therefore, when we take a closer look at this, we could see that no information has been provided. So there is suspicion if attempts have been made to conceal this issue.
ඒ නිසා මේ දෙක සරිලනව බලනකොට SLPL තරඟාවලියට සාපේක්ෂව දේශීය වශයෙන් අනුග්‍රාහකයන් කැඳවීමේ දැන්වීමේදී කිසිම තොරතුරක් සඳහන් වන්නේ නැහැ. ඒ නිසා මේන් පෙනී යන දේ තමයි ඇත්ත වශයෙන්ම කරුණු සැඟවීමට ඕනෑකමින්ම උත්සාහයක් දරනවාද කියලා සැකයක් මතුවලා.
Meanwhile, responding to Sri Lanka Cricket in a letter dated 18th June 2012, MTV Channel Private Limited highlighted key points in order to underline the grave injustice Sri Lanka Cricket has committed by awarding telecasting rights in an opaque and clandestine manner. Both advertisements published in the newspapers carry a misleading headline. The newspaper advertisements calling for bids are ambiguous and do not communicate clearly the nature or importance of the rights on offer and misinforms the potential bidders. The advertisements have been placed in the wrong section of the newspaper and has not been placed in any local language newspaper. The established process for calling bids through direct correspondence with the eligible media organisation was not followed. The Secretary of Sri Lanka Cricket, Nishantha Ranatunga, is the Chief Executive Officer or is in a position of similar capacity at the Carlton Sports Network, which is an obvious conflict of interest. The letter sent by MTV Channel Private Limited to Sri Lanka Cricket reiterates that the overall selection process for telecasting rights is flawed and the decision taken to award rights to a favoured media organisation is unreasonable.
No, it is very unfair for the cricket board to hand over the television rights to CSN. It is not only that when you realize that there has to be transparency involved when you do a deal like this, by giving to CSN for 3.5 years is the question mark. Generally, every tour comes, they go through the tenders and they give it to one particular company. Generally, it used to be the Rupavahini Corporation. I always felt that there has to be transparency. Either they should be given to the government organization if they want to keep the money to the government organization. Not only that, on the other hand, they should be looking at the other private organizations as well. If they have the capacity of doing that, they might as well given a chance rather than giving to their own people.
ශ්‍රී ලංකා ක්‍රිකට් ආයතනයේ ක්‍රිකට් විකාශන අයිතිය අවුරුද්දක විකාශන අයිතිය දීමේ ගනුදෙනුව අන්ත දූෂිත ගනුදෙනුවක් කියලා බැලූ බැල්මටම අපිට පේනවා.
It is evident that the bidding process adopted by Sri Lanka Cricket to award telecasting rights of matches is corrupt. This is because there was a single bidder and it was given for the price they quoted. The rights have been given for a very low price. The other serious factor is that Nishantha Ranatunga is the Chief Executive Officer of CSN, the organisation which was awarded the rights. He is also the Secretary of Sri Lanka Cricket. Therefore, he has given the telecasting rights to his own channel. That is a serious issue. Awarding telecasting rights to a channel such as CSN when several other channels exist will also have an impact on the people's interest and right to watch cricket matches.
තුලින් මිනිසුන්ට දැන් මේ Tamanට මේ ක්‍රිකට් තරඟ නැරඹීම සඳහා තියෙන ආශාව ඔවුන්ට ඒ තියෙන අයිතියටත් ලොකු ප්‍රශ්නයක් වෙනවා.
A statement made by Sri Lanka Cricket on the homepage of its website notes that it is a major source of national income and has always been in the public eye and of interest. The website also states that Sri Lanka Cricket therefore makes a pivotal contribution to the nation at large.
Because of the arbitrary decisions, I believe there is no purpose in this. Some sports fans have been deprived of the opportunity to witness the cricket matches because of the poor transmission quality of the channel telecasting it. We are asking the cricket authorities not to hoodwink the people. I think the cricket authorities have become puppets. They dance to a particular tune. They have snatched the opportunity to watch a cricket match in complete freedom.
Awarding telecast rights for domestic and international cricket tournaments conducted by Sri Lanka Cricket is the main source of income for the governing body of cricket in the country. Experts point out that the awarding of telecast rights for a much higher price could pave the way for Sri Lanka Cricket to maximize revenue and extricate itself from the severe financial crisis it is currently facing. Experts and cricket lovers alike opine that the awarded rights be cancelled and fresh bids be called in order to ensure that Sri Lanka cricket coffers are not depleted further by the lack of a transparent, professional, genuine effort to ensure Sri Lanka cricket's interests are protected.
The MTV Sports channel has been covering cricket for a very large audience, unbiased and very independently for quite so many years as far as I remember. But now I understand that they have been in fact denied the opportunity of tendering to cover Sri Lanka's domestic cricket. I think that is very, very unfair, because I think any channel for that matter should be given the opportunity and go on the principle of may the best man win. I think Sri Lanka cricket should adhere to such basic principles.
Maharajas have for a long time been in the forefront of Sri Lanka cricket, particularly at the early stages when we achieved test status. Players found it difficult to find jobs, and Maharajas came to the rescue and gave many Sri Lanka cricketers jobs. They gave them the stability of the jobs and the encouragement to play cricket. Maharajas have done a great service to Sri Lanka cricket, and this is something that must not be forgotten.